This is Talk Business and Politics with Roby Brock.
I'm Roby Brock. Welcome to Talk Business and Politics. I'm joined by Dr. Margaret Ellibee. She is the Chancellor at UA Pulaski Technical College.
Good morning, sir.
Always good to see you.
It's good to see you,
yes.
Roby. Thanks
I love
for
our
having
conversations.
me.
You're one of my more candid people.
We have a great conversation
in higher ed
every
here.
time.
So, well, tell me how you've been. How's everything going on campus?
We have been having a great year at UA Pulaski Tech. We just had graduation on May 11th. We had 600 students graduate. And so our students go on to direct careers. They go on to higher education. We have students who transfer to four-year institutions, and of course we have students who do both.
Yeah.
And all of that leads to not only economic advancement for themselves, but it does the state of Arkansas an awful lot of good. So we're very pleased with
fields are
that.
you seeing growth in right now at your institution?
Right now, health fields are certainly growing, and I think we're in a great spot here in Central Arkansas with the health institutions we have here.
There's a few healthcare institutions
Just a few.
around here.
And our businesses, certainly business area, IT. The governor has done, I think, a tremendous job with the coding initiative and IT. We're seeing opportunities in cybersecurity. Our program that we're starting aligns with UCA, aligns with what I think Fayetteville is looking at, and UALR. So there are opportunities abounding for individuals, advanced manufacturing, welding, any of those areas where our students can have a certificate or a degree, they can get a job very, very easily.
You guys have a new scholarship program. It's in connection as part of the UA system here to support community college graduates pursuing bachelor's degrees. This is specifically, someone can go to the University of Arkansas,
they can
work on their bachelor's degree and still pay the two-year institution costs?
Yes, yeah. And I think this is a concept that Chancellor Joe Steinmetz, certainly with UA Fayetteville being the flagship of the UA system institutions, but Chancellor Steinmetz has this concept. It's being implemented this fall, and it allows students who complete a two-year associate's degree at a UA two-year institution, UA Pulaski Tech, for example, and they complete the associate degree. If they choose to go to UA Fayetteville to complete their bachelor's, they can at the UA Pulaski Tech tuition.
Yeah.
And they have 10 semesters to complete that degree. They have to have a 2-point GPA, keep that C strong, meet the other academic requirements that Fayetteville has. But I'd look at it as an absolute opportunity for students to be able to transition from any one of our 7 UA two-year institutions to UA Fayetteville and continue their education in just a tremendous institution.
So give me a real-life example of someone that gets a degree from you and wants to go work on that bachelor's degree.
If we have a student, for example, getting through our IT program, for example, they can go then on to Fayetteville and enroll in their computer programming, any of their computer areas. Another great area is our business program at UA Pulaski Tech. We have an articulation agreement with the Walton College of Business, direct articulation. Our students who complete that two-year degree in business, if they choose to go now to UA Fayetteville, in that agreement with College of Business, Walton College of Business, they can pay UA Pulaski Tech tuition at Fayetteville and get that bachelor's degree.
So you just didn't recruit the right graduation speaker to come give tuition free to everyone.
We did. We had the governor May 11th, so we had a great graduation speaker. But this gift that the UA system is now providing for students, I was just speaking to somebody from Oklahoma. Oklahoma doesn't have anything like this. This is it's exactly what students need, the opportunity for them to have this. educationally, financially, socially. It's mind-boggling.
Let me get your take on another change that came in this last legislative session. There was, I think, a bill by Senator English, if we recall correctly, that eliminates service areas for two-year schools. Yes. It basically allows for some more widespread marketing for your institution.
Senator English, this last session, was concerned about all of our institutions being able to market our outstanding programs. And I know the two-year institutions, Arkansas Community College Association, we were supporting her in this endeavor. And right now, we are able, through this legislation, to be able to market our programs throughout the state. Many of our schools, if not all of them, do that right now through Facebook and Instagram, on our websites.
Would this allow you to do it in more formal commercial channels?
If we want to advertise newspaper, if we want to put up bulletin boards in different areas of the state, this legislation enables us to do that.
Do you want to do that?
Well, I personally want to be very cognizant of my colleagues,
Right.
of our presidents and chancellors throughout the state. Many of our programs at all of our institutions, we work very well together. And so if I'm looking at our culinary program, if I want to advertise that in Northeast Arkansas, I can. But right now, our demand is such with our Facebook advertising, our website advertising, we're doing pretty well. But
you got a pipeline, is what you're saying.
We have a pipeline.
Yep.
But again, this offers the colleges another opportunity to expand that area of service if we wish.
So the governor is reorganizing his state government.
Yes.
15 cabinets. Higher ed's going to go under the education secretary, Johnny Key, who was named earlier this past week. What do you think is going to happen in government reorganization to address workforce and higher education?
Well, and I noticed that workforce is getting a new name. There's changes there.
Yeah, I think it's folded under the Department of Commerce, right?
And I think with higher education and certainly with workforce, our current relationships that we have with ADHE, with Commerce, certainly our local workforce boards, that's working. And anytime, and again, I got to credit our governor, anytime that you can focus that down where those partnerships can be more substantive and certainly more direct, shorter time, making it more effective and efficient, that allows us as two-year institutions to be able to be more flexible and more responsive to business and industry. Yeah. And our ability to do that and personalize or customize our training to those businesses is very time sensitive, and it should be. And we have to put out a product for them that's very good and they can rely on.
I'm going to play devil's advocate with you a little bit on this issue right here. So I agree with you that integration is there and it is working. The communication lines are open there, but you still hear rhetorically, I can't put this on a specific number, but rhetorically you hear from businesses, we would hire more people if we had more trained people that would show up and work. Where is that disconnect coming from?
Well, I think that's a national disconnect. Again, you look across this country, every state is hearing that same statement from business and industry to higher education, and I get that. Our low unemployment rate, and I think we have one of the lowest in the country here in this state. Yeah, pretty darn good. Yeah. Where are we going to get those people? And I think the more business and industry in the state of Arkansas work directly with our two-year institutions, and they are. Again, I look at my colleagues in Rich Mountain, in Hope, in Cossatot, in South Arkansas. Our partnerships with local business and industry are very strong. We have to continue that, and we have to be able to take what they need and be able to respond very quickly in a quality fashion. Now, how that gets paid for, sometimes that gets talked about quite a bit.
But there is money out there for that. There's federal money, there's state money, and there's private business money.
On customized training, this state, between our two-year colleges and business and industry, does a very good job. I think where you hear more of that statement, we can't get enough people, business and industry is looking at our 4-credit or our academic programs. So, you know, I can't wait for Margaret Ellibee to come out of the welding program in 2 years with an associate degree. I need her to come out in 8 weeks with her certificate. Okay, so let's look at how we can do that, how we can still manage federal financial aid in 8 weeks for Margaret, because that doesn't work in 8 weeks. How we can design those programs where she can get out and work for Lexicon Steel, for example, and have the skills that's necessary, and also have the pathway available to her, so when she starts moving up the ladder, she can continue to come back to school and work her way up in getting an associate's degree. If she chooses to get a degree in engineering, she can do that. But I don't think going to work right away should be a terminal concept. That, yeah, I need to get a job and I need to go to work, but keep that career pathway open for me, so as I advance in my job, I also advance in training and education.
All right. Always good to visit with you.
It is good to visit with you,
right,
my
Margaret,
friend.
Thank you so much. All right. Thank you for tuning in. That's all for today's program. I'm Roby Brock. We'll see you next time.
You'll find us at the end of a lot of long country roads, covering over 60% of the great state of Arkansas. Our 17 electric distribution cooperatives are working day and night to provide reliable, affordable power to over 500,000 homes, farms, and businesses, just like yours. The Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas, your local energy partners.
Each day, the promise of our nation begins again. Arkansas and America, moving forward. I help make that promise a reality. It's not for everyone, but people everywhere depend on us.
Oh, I love you too, sweetie.
Trucking delivers, or everything stops. And that's what drives me.